Bitcoin is holding steady at 114,000, Ethereum just blasted past 4,400, and Solana is ripping higher on ETF whispers. But it's not just prices making noise today. Figure Technology has launched a $787 million IPO. Avalanche is raising $1 billion to hoard its own token. And analysts are pointing to Litecoin, XRP, and Solana as the next big ETF plays. Today's update isn't just about where the charts sit. It's about the power moves that could reshape this cycle. If you blink, you'll miss them. So let's break it down. Before we dive into the headlines, let's run through the top 10 coins and what's happening with each of them right now. Because the prices tell a story all on their own. Number 1, Bitcoin. Sitting at about $114,000, Bitcoin is in classic consolidation. After a massive rally through mid-summer, it's paused. The market wants to see if it can hold above 110 and then break through 115. For holders, this is the kind of action that sets the stage for the next big move. Number 2, Ethereum. At $4,412, Ethereum is climbing slowly. It hasn't caught the same fire as Bitcoin or Solana, but institutions continue to build positions. The Ethereum ETFs have been drawing steadier inflows week after week, not explosive, but consistent, and that's its own form of strength. Number 3, Binance Coin. Trading around $668, BNB is holding its ground, despite constant pressure on Binance itself. The exchange continues to deal with regulatory challenges, but its token remains in the top 3, showing how sticky its ecosystem really is. Number 4, Solana. This is today's headline act. At $224, Sol is at a 7-month high, fueled almost entirely by ETF whispers. The market is already front-running the possibility, showing just how quickly speculation can turn into price action. Number 5, XRP. Hovering near $3, XRP is clinging to that psychological line in the sand. The XRP army is locked in, and with ETF speculation swirling, that $3 level is the springboard for bigger dreams. Number 6, Cardano. ADA is trading at 64 cents. It's quiet right now, not the headline stealer, but it remains one of the top ecosystems by community size. Think of it as the sleeping giant, quiet in price, but still heavily held. Number 7, Dogecoin. At 24 cents, Doge looks flat, but that's what it always looks like before the retail mania kicks in. Every cycle, people write it off, and every cycle, it surprises them. Elon Musk keeps it alive with tweets and hints about X, and that's enough for the faithful to keep stacking. Number 8, Avalanche. AVAX is trading around $52, and this is where the news comes in. The Avalanche Foundation is raising $1 billion to buy its own token, directly supporting price. This is the kind of bold play that could turn 52 into 100 faster than people expect. Number 9, Toncoin. Ton is holding at $7.20 after its explosive move tied to Telegram earlier this year. It's cooled off, but remains a top 10 player thanks to its unique distribution and messaging app connection. Number 10, Litecoin. LTC is at $92, back in the conversation after analysts flagged it as one of the 3 coins, along with Solana and XRP, most likely to see ETF approval next. After years of being the quiet, steady performer, Litecoin suddenly has a shot at the spotlight again. So, that's your quick tour of the top 10. The majors are holding, the rumors are flying, and the old guard like Litecoin is finding fresh life. Now let's dig into what's moving sentiment today. The US inflation print came in hotter than expected at 0.4% for August. Core inflation, though, was steady. Why does this matter for crypto? Because it keeps the Fed's hand in play. A little heat on inflation spooked equities briefly, but crypto shrugged it off. Traders are already looking ahead to next week, where a rate cut is still heavily priced in. Historically, when the Fed cuts rates, Bitcoin performs. In the 2019 cycle, BTC rallied nearly 200% following an easing period. In 2020, rate cuts combined with stimulus checks sent it flying. So when the crypto family looks at a hotter CPI and still sees the Fed leaning dovish, they know what it could mean. Liquidity returns, and Bitcoin and Ethereum usually lead the way. Bitcoin today is telling a story of patience. Between 104,000 and 114,000, we're in a tight band. Think of it like the market coiling a spring. Every time Bitcoin hits 114,000, sellers push it back. Every time it drops to 110, buyers scoop it up. One of those sides is going to break, and when it does, it won't be small. If we push through 115,000, the next target is 120,000. From there, it's open air. That's where new headlines get written, and that's where FOMO kicks back in. But if we fail and drop to 108,000, that's where weak hands panic. For long-term holders, though, it's the same message. Bitcoin is strong, Bitcoin is stable, and Bitcoin is where institutions start. Do the math. If Bitcoin climbs to 200,000 in the next cycle, a holder with 2 BTC is suddenly sitting on $400,000. That's the dream behind consolidation. The calm before the next storm. Ethereum's price at $4,412 tells you it's steady, but not electric, and that's fine. Ethereum is in a different phase. ETFs are live, and the inflows are consistent. Institutions like slow and steady. They don't need Ethereum to 10 times tomorrow. They need it to hold value while they build exposure. The challenge for Ethereum is narrative. Bitcoin is digital gold. Simple. Ethereum is the decentralized computer. Try explaining that to a retirement board in Kansas. That's why inflows are smaller. But that doesn't mean Ethereum is weak. At $5,000, Ethereum reclaims dominance. It proves the devs, the stakers, the builders all matter. And for holders, a bag of 50 Ethereum at $5,000 is $250,000. That's why people keep stacking quietly, even when the headlines are elsewhere. Now to Solana. At $224, Sol is on fire. The whispers of a Solana ETF are all it took. Traders know what Bitcoin ETFs did. They know what Ethereum ETFs did. And they're betting Solana could be next. Institutions love narratives, and Solana's is easy. Fast, cheap, growing dev base. It's the blockchain built for scale. Add an ETF wrapper, and suddenly pension funds can buy it. That's why the market front-ran it. Even if approval is months away, the speculation moves billions. The math here is fun. If Solana doubled to $450, a holder with 1,000 SOL would be staring at $450,000. Push it to 600, and you're over $500,000. That's why the Solana community is buzzing. They've seen what happened with Bitcoin and Ethereum. They believe it can happen again. XRP is sitting at $3, and for the XRP army, that number feels like destiny. After years of lawsuits, delistings, and doubt, XRP has clawed back. Analysts say the key level is $3.30. Break that, and we're looking at $5 or even $8 by 2026. The ETF speculation is real too. Franklin Templeton's spot XRP ETF decision has been delayed, but not denied. That's enough for the community to believe. And if it comes, the upside is staggering. Run the math. 20,000 XRP at $10 is $200,000. At $20, it's $400,000. That's the kind of math that turns holders into homeowners, that pays for retirements, that changes lives. And that's why the army doesn't stop chanting. Because they believe their ETF is coming. Avalanche is making a bold play. The foundation is raising $1 billion to hoard AVAX tokens. That's not marketing. That's supply shock. Buy your own token, reduce what's out there, and prove you believe in your ecosystem. For holders, that's direct support. At $52, it doesn't take much imagination to see AVAX doubling if that plan goes through. Then there's Figure Technology. Their $787 million IPO shows Wall Street is ready to put serious capital behind blockchain lenders and stablecoin issuers. This isn't a meme coin pump. It's a regulated company raising nearly $1 billion in traditional finance. That's a signal institutions aren't dipping toes. They're diving in. Dogecoin sits at 24 cents, quiet for now. But history says don't count it out. Every cycle, Doge finds its moment. Elon Musk keeps hinting, and retail keeps waiting. A move to $1 would be a 4 times, and that's why the Doge faithful never stop stacking. Litecoin, at $92, is suddenly back in the ETF conversation. Analysts are saying Litecoin, R, and Solana are the three most likely candidates for the next wave of ETF approvals. Litecoin has been around forever, known as digital silver. It doesn't need hype, it just needs recognition. And an ETF could give it exactly that. So where are we today? Bitcoin is consolidating, Ethereum is steady, Solana is hot, XRP is alive, Avalanche is bold, Figure is raising nearly $1 billion. Litecoin is back, Dogecoin is waiting. The macro backdrop is shaky, but the Fed is still on the table to cut. Crypto family, don't tune out. This is the balance point, the calm before the move. ETFs are coming. Institutions are buying, foundations are hoarding. And when this market breaks, it won't be slow. So smash that like, hit follow, and tell me in the comments. Which story matters most to you? Bitcoin's spring, Ethereum's climb, Solana's whispers, XRP's fight, Avalanche's billion-dollar plan, or Dogecoin's eternal meme power. Stay sharp, stay focused, and as always, we will see you at the top.